Welcome back to DX Radio Shop. Saturday night rag chew here, just kind of on the air, fun, I suppose. Nothing really fancy going on tonight. Just taking it easy. I thought we'd do a little live gate roll here and see what's happening. CQDX 200 200 Empire State. We watching. Watching the band. Listen to the band, watch the band, hear the band. I don't care. It's all about the band, right? There we go. Just like that. Okay. I heard 827. I heard an 827 somewhere out here floating around. 200 200 Empire State. Left foot, Matt, Chris. Let's see who we got here. Dave, Chavez, Jim, and Steve. How are you guys? How's your Saturday night going? Of course, it feels like a Sunday earlier today. Goodness gracious. But it's a nice Saturday evening. Still daylight, which I like. Hello, Marty. How are you? How about 781? How about at 781 around South Texas? 200 DX Radio Shop, upstate New York. And by the way, hello Charlie, how are you? Hello James. Steve says not here. You're here. Leadfoot says waiting for the live videos. Yeah, I've been busy all day long. I've been slammed all day long. Anyway, Kenwood 570D already gone through full power output, 100% working great. Not bad conditions. Got a little bit of some smudges here, but we can wash those off. No big deal. But for the most part, is a beautiful radio, and this radio is for sale. It's one of my radios that I don't need. I just happen to, sold it to a friend of mine, and he ended up buying a Kenwood 940 and traded this one back in towards that. So I ended up with this again, but did the 11 meter mod, the Mars mod onto it a little while ago this evening. So she's all good to go. Already gone through a line and tune. And it is for sale. So if anybody's interested in this 570D, $675 shipping included. You get the stock mic and you get a power cord, you get the radio. That is it. It's already been gone through professionally by me. She's working great, nothing wrong with it. $675, I'd like to get 7, but $675 shipping included. I'll cover the shipping costs, will be all included in that for $675. So anybody want it, feel free to do so. I was going to try to raffle it tonight, but I said, you know what? I'll just put it up for sale because for something of that high nature of a price, who knows how well the raffles would have gone tonight anyways within the hour. I would have given it 1 hour to see what would transpire with that. So, but I don't know. kind of up in the air, really, on this. I'd have to set it up to where if we did that with a super chat auction on here, it'd have to be like $50 a click, basically. So I just put it up for sale if anybody wants to buy it in general. Then there you have it. So. $1.74 plus shipping, Leadfoot says. No, you can have that for $1.25. How's that? Hello, Kevin. How are you from New Jersey? CQDX 200-200 DX Radio Shop, upstate New York. We listening. DX Radio Shop, New York. Hello, David. How are you, my friend? Good to see you on. Jeffy104, how are you? Good to see you on. Maynard, I was going to give you a call earlier today, Maynard. I got to wait for the next one to come in here on Monday, either Monday or Tuesday. I think Monday. Because had a little issue with the other one here, but we'll get you squared away. Don't you worry about that. So, but Monday I'm expecting those to be here. And when that one gets here, you'll be good to go. The one I've got here now doesn't seem to want to... it doesn't want to convert for some reason. I haven't figured that out. So, but I ordered one right away for you on top of that just in case. So, yippers. Bone Picker, how are you, my friend? You should stop over here tonight and say hello there, mister. That's what you should do. That's what you want to do. Come on over here, sit in a recliner and relax and hang out here on top of the bar stools or something in the shack. He wants to know, see, power. It's a 100-watt radio, but really does about 125 if you really yell into it. But 100-watt radio. And yes, it is converted for the 11 meters as well. And it has the full Mars mod done for all the open bands. It's got full open coverage, yep. CQDX 200-200 New York, we trying. How about at 7.5 Oregon? How about at 7.5 around there in the West Coast, Oregon? 200-200 New York. Rajo 7.5. Well, you're making a trip over here on the East Coast. Making a trip around these apple trees. 200 DX Radio Shop with a live gate rolling. Go on YouTube, hear how you sound. Type in DX Radio Shop. S-H-O-P, not shack, but shop. DX Radio Shop on YouTube. You can hear how you sound. I got the live gate rolling, sir. Go ahead, 75. Rajo, Mr. 75 around Oregon. No doubt about it. 200-200 around this Empire State we just got down. You know, Bone Picker, be nice if you had an antenna put up. Yeah, I got you there, 7-5. I got you, Mr. 7-5 on the West Coast, no doubt. I got you in here. Like I said, check it out on YouTube if you get a chance. Go to YouTube and type in DX Radio Shop. You can hear how you sound. I got the live gate rolling right now. Go to YouTube, check it out if you want to hear how you sound for sure. Live gate rolling, DX Radio Shop, 200 Eastern State here, no doubt. I should key up here and say Bone Picker 551. Yeah, I could be getting an awful lot of radio checks from you there, Aaron. Come on now. Throw me a bone, buddy. Mike says, thoughts on a Cobra 19 Ultra 3 for a Jeep? So, I mean, depending on what you want, hello, Chavez. Depending on what you want for a radio, I mean, they're a nice radio. If you want something small and compact, get yourself a Stereo 5000 magnet mount antenna, and you'll be just fine. That 19 will get out just as good as a Cobra 29, just as good as a 148. Those 19s are nice little radios. You get about 18-20 watts out. And but go to Amazon and type in Sirio, S-I-R-I-O, Sirio 5000 magnet mount antenna. Put that with your little 19 Ultra 3. Those are like nice little, palm-sized radios, really compact, but they work great. They got good audio, no doubt. No New York conditions in Southern California. That's a bummer. Ethan, how are you? Good to see you on, sir. We're just kind of hanging out here in the shack tonight, killing time. We went out and got a couple of small parakeets today for my daughter. She wants some parakeets, we got 2 of those. CQDX 200 New York. Mr. McCombs, how are you? Good to see you on for sure. Anyways, guys, $675, it's yours. $675, shipping included. Full Mars mod all done. It's fully modified for all bands. It's all opened up, ready to go. And all been aligned and tuned professionally by here, DX Radio Shop. By yours truly, myself. And so this radio is all good to go. You get a stock mic and you get a power cord. So she is a good talking radio. Full 100 watts out. Rocking and rolling just like that. Where's that, Kevin? Where's that at? What frequency you on? You can use a Wilson Little Will. They're okay, but you're not going to get out very far unless you got really good conditions. Otherwise, you won't get out very far with the Little Will antenna, but they are a good antenna. Hello, Rick. Do I have an Omni? Oh, hell, I got 32 antennas on my house. I got lots of Omnis, beams, all kinds of goodies here. CQDX 200 New York. What frequency? 14.227. Oh. You're on 20 meters, are you? Oh, you turkey. Okay. Oh, hell, I don't know. Let's take a look. get it tuned in.
Just made that contact on my Kenwood TS570 Delta. Wonderful radio.
You said 14227, correct? So pretty quiet over here.
Yes.
Why don't we go to 14? Let's see here. Let's try 14230. You and I. 14230. 230. Let's go to 230. Let's see if I can get in contact with you.
Hold on, let me go back to the room.
What I'm using right now, just to show you how good these tuners are built inside, this has a great tuner built inside. I'm using my Serial 5/8 wave ground plane antenna right now, and I just tuned that damn thing with this internal tuner on my CB base antenna. Just to kind of give you an idea how well these radios are. These things are awesome radios. And I've got a very low SWR. Kilo Charlie 2 Kilo Japan Ontario with a flat SWR. Look at that. These are a hell of a radio. They really are. Hey Matt, how are you?
14.230, go ahead.
Kilo Charlie 2 Kilo Japan Ontario. Kilo Charlie 2 Kilo Japan Ontario. Yeah, I don't think you heard me. I just got out there and shouted, but give me a holler. KC2KJ was my call. Kilo Charlie 2 Kilo Juliet Oscar. KC2 KJO. Of course, now someone's on here with code. That's nice.
Charlie 2 Kilo Oscar. Kilowatt Charlie 2 kilowatt Juliet Oscar. Please copy Whiskey American 2 kilowatt Mexico.
Whiskey Alpha 2 Kilo Mexico. I don't know if you copied me or not. I got you on the Zella, but not on here. Kilo Charlie 2 Kilo Juliet Oscar. I don't know. Now let's try 235.
I got somebody talking on 235.
Oh.
They're in the middle of a QSO.
Okay.
Go to 245. 14.245.
Whiskey Alpha 2 Kilo Mexico. Whiskey Alpha 2 Kilo Mexico. Kilo Charlie 2 Kilo Japan Ontario. Hello Hillbilly, how are you? Radio Elmer, how are you? You got a cable overhead, like 24 gauge. Power cord.
Yeah, I don't hear nothing. Got nothing but noise.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't mess with those trucks, so I'm not quite sure what you got going on inside of it, but try to get yourself a distribution box somewhere. If you got 24 gauge, wow. That's awfully small. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I'd find a way to run that directly excuse me, directly to your battery. That's what I would do. How you doing, Daryl? Hope things are going good down there for you.
I think there's people out there following us and they're kind of performing. Now you got people up on 246 and 247 right there. Hey, Kevin, I lost you over on 14245. Yeah, I heard you. That was you, yes. Try it again, Kev. Try it again. I heard you, Kev. I heard your call sign, and I heard give it one more shot. I got about a 5 and 6 on you. I had 5 and 6 on you.
The other side of the world, so being over the north pole. But I think I talked to Rush and actually, weather.
Ben's been up and down anyways, not a whole lot of traffic. How's the finger? Not bad. She's healing.
Phase 2, code 480, 480.
It's doing pretty good though.
Yeah, Kevin, I got you barely clipping in here. You're like 5 and 5, but my QRM set is 5 as well.
KJ5IOU, KJ5IOU, KC2KJO trying for you.
Hey, it's a good contact as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, let's try 10 meter. 28480. 28480. KJ5IOU, KJ5IOU got me in there, Kevin from the OK State. KC2KJO, Kilo Charlie 2, Kilo Japan Ontario. We're trying. How about a KJ5IOU? You around, Kevin? KC2KJO. Hey, a thumbs up's pretty good compared to what I snipped off my finger. Hey, how you doing, Mike Schaefer? How are you? So anytime you have a tuner, the tuner should always be the last thing because it's got to go to the antenna. So if you have a radio and an SWR meter, and then you have your, let's just say you got a radio, SWR meter, and then you got your tuner, and you got your antenna. So you're going to have the radio. You want that to go to your SWR meter. Well, actually, let me rephrase that, because really what you should do is have the, well, I don't know, the SWR, because you want the tuner. The radio would go to the tuner, and then the SWR meter to the antenna, but you don't want to have that tuned through your watt meter, your SWR meter, though. If you get a tuner, it should have an SWR meter, some kind of indicator meter on it. So you really don't need an external unit past that point. Use a radio, your auto tuner, and then your antenna, because most all tuners have a meter on them, or whether it be analog or digital, and tell you what you have. Well, if you boys are on here, I'm not hearing you on this, so. CQDX 200 200 New York. Two 200 New York.
Delta 26 hour, Delta 26 hour was that first person. Dave, you are checked in there at 271.
How about a 605? How about a Mr. 605? Good evening to you, sir, from DX Radio Shop 200 New York.
Yeah, you are number 271, right? Hey, Brad, I got a relay. 167 upstate New York, what's that person? Miss Shaw, you're checked in 272, roger. New York, go ahead, what's that number, 34 something? Three six nine New York was that first person.
Your Pro Stick 4-footers antennas don't work all that good.
369 was first person.
Usually tuners don't go out of alignment, no. Really nothing to align with those, really. So they don't go out of alignment, no.
554, Lake Ontario was that.
Because any tuner you have should always go closest to the antenna. Because you're tuning the antenna, you're not tuning anything else. So you always want to put that as your last piece right to the antenna.
SDI 554, what's your first name? Mr. Frank, we got checked in there at 274, copy. 216 Steve around the Eastern Shore, Maryland, got you in there at 275, Steve.
I'm out at 605. Yeah, I'm out at 605. 200 Stu up here around New York. Good evening, sir. See if I get him.
200 was the first person.
Hey, you got Stu on this end. Sierra Tango Uniform. Stu, upstate New York there, sir.
Stu, we got you checked in. 276, copy.
Rajo, copy the 276. Keep up the good work, Brad. Appreciate that. Take care, my friend.
Is this Brad again? Go ahead. Ohio, James, you are checked in there at 277, Roger.
Hello, Mr. Johnson. How are you?
Just go ahead. What's that call sign in first person? Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Come in. What's your call sign in first person? Well, I didn't get that Massachusetts station, 605. Moving on, we are turning the house. Two four three Rhode Island. What's that first person? QSL Keith, we got you checked in at 278. Four five seven. What's that first person in QTH? What's that first person in QTH? Virginia, 457 Virginia. We got you on the book at 279, Roger. Stand by on the ground plane now, looking for 280 on the list today for the Hogtown Rio Roundup. Eastern Pennsylvania was first person.
Yeah, that's right down in Texas.
Derek, QSL.
Sometimes you hear them during the week, but most of the time it's usually on Saturday nights. That's usually what I hear them off. You don't hear them off throughout the week sometimes, but usually on Saturday nights.
388 Southern New Hampshire, what's their first name? Well, did not get a first name for 388. We're looking for 282 on the list today for the Hogtown Rio Roundup.
Yeah, you might be turning the house, but you don't turn football fields like you do. Or used to.
First person. Supposed to go, Jeff. We appreciate your attention, and we got you in there at 282, Jeff.
Yeah, I think you got two of those already, don't you?
360 around Oregon. What's first person? Kurt, that also is how it's supposed to go. We got you in there.
Oh, okay, yeah. Wow, that's an older one. Oh, yeah. I'm very familiar with those. Yeah, I remember those.
Southern Oregon was their first person and call sign.
When are you going to stop by here, Bolt Picker? You already start up your work schedule there, did you? Or are you still getting figure that out yet?
Got it that time, David. I appreciate your patience. A lot of traffic in here right now, and we are trying to decipher it. You are 284. New York Station with that call sign in first person.
Right, well, I'm sure you got a lot of children you got to get caught up around the house there yet, too. unless you got someone there to maintain it for you while you're out and about, I suppose, when you're down in Florida. But yeah, I don't know. When you own two places, it's double the amount of chores. That's for sure.
It won't be long now. 388 is Kevin and you sure got you on there. 281, Kevin. Christmas time's coming down. Looking on the west side, looking.
Hey, there you go. Cool. I wasn't far from the area earlier. I was going to call you up, see if you're around. We'll stop and say hello, but I figured out you're probably busy. I thought I wasn't going to listen. I figured I'd catch you over to you. But, yeah, I don't know, just kind of out and about doing a few things, making our runs, all that wonderful stuff. And ended up getting two small little parakeets at the country match for my daughter. So she wanted a couple of birds from the bedroom. I said, okay, so that's what she got today. I was going to have them fly out here in the shop. I said, if you're going to get any kind of bird out here in the shop, it better be a macaw. I'll have that thing sitting right here as long as it don't poop everywhere. But that's like $1,200 bird or more, so I ain't paying that kind of money. These ones here are only $25 a piece. See, I get you a couple of small pair of parakeets for her, so I did that for her. Hey, Brandon, how are you? How you doing, Doug? Anyways, guys, there you have it. A beautiful, good talking Kenwood 570D. Comes with a stock mic and a power cord. If anyone's interested, $675, shipping included. It is yours. How you doing, Jerry? Yeah, you get a Friday night or something, or a Saturday night or something. Here, let me know. I'll throw a couple steaks on the grill if you want to swing on by. Yeah, we'll be here. I'll be here all day. The Midland there, what's that? The mobile or base? The mobile 2-pin. That's going to be what's it, like a figure 8, but with an indent, I believe. If I think I know what I'm talking about. If I get the right one in my mind, I'm thinking of with that the one you're talking about. It sounds like it's a mobile with a figure 8 of some sort, maybe, or like a D style type 2-prong type thing. That's a mobile unit, though, right? Not a base. Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, I got an idea. I see what you got here in the picture, but I got an idea. I think I know what you're talking about. That would be the, that's not the 8.8, what is that, 8.8.2, 8.8.7 or something along those lines? The 800 series, is that what it is? Okay, Daryl. Yeah. Yeah, give me a call when I get done here with this video. And we'll see what we can do for it. No problem. Sure. Oh, let's see. Oh, okay, that's a 13.8. Is that an 8.83? Looks like an 8.83. Okay, yeah. I remember those Midlands now. Okay. Yeah, I remember those Midlands now. Okay. Yeah. $79? I thought it was a 13. That should be a 13 dash. I don't know. Okay, if it's 79, that's odd. Because they made the 40 channels then. There you go, Daryl. I think you already got my number, but I put it in the chat anyways for you. So, but yeah, you guys be interested in this? Let me know. We'll be off the video here in a little bit anyways. We're just kind of hanging out for Saturday night, just rag chewing around, playing around here and there, see what's happening around the bands. You can see things are dying off a little bit. CQDX, CQDX, 200, 200, New York, 200, 200, New York. Hey, Dan, I still got you in there, 7.5. Still got you, West Coast, Oregon. Hey, you're still coming in here. I tell you, conditions must be pretty good on your coast, no doubt. I don't seem to have a whole lot of other traffic, but I got you still in here, no doubt. 200-200, New York with the big wave. Well, you're definitely not a mud duck because you're making it from West Coast to East Coast, no doubt, Mr. 75 around Oregon. 200, New York, we waving.
Hello, Boston. How you doing?
All right, 75. We'll catch you a little later. We got a lot of traffic on this, and all of a sudden, we got a lot of people coming in. Mr. 75, I'll catch you later. 200-200 DX Radio Shop. Check it out on YouTube there if you get a chance. And you catch me next time when the band's open. We'll try to jump on here again. Mr. 75 around Oregon. 200 DX Radio Shop. New York, we go. 73.
All right, Boston. Have a good one.
Hey, Jim, how are you? How about a Corpus Christi? You coming in loud and strong around my neighborhood. 200 New York, we waving at you. Yeah, give me a holler tomorrow there, Daryl. It's fine. The Lincoln 2 Plus, they're a good radio, Jim. Yeah, those are pretty good radios. All depends on who gets inside of them, but that's like any radio for, the matter. But no, that's a good radio. Band's opening now. How about a 268? How about a 268? 200, 200, New York. No problem, Steve. Yeah, center on upper. No problem. CQDX, 200, 200, New York. No problem, Daryl. Take care, buddy. 268 Arizona, 268 Arizona, 200 DX Radio Shop, New York. Yeah, the Lincoln 2 Pluses are nice if you can find a good clean one, yeah. Or just buy a brand new for that matter. All right, Mike, we'll see you later, buddy. You can go out there and play in the rain. Take your umbrella with you. Take a canoe with you. Bring an antenna and a radio. Stick a ground wire out there in that water. You might get some good conditions there. Maybe see if I can hear you on the air. The Lincoln 2 Pluses? Yeah, they still make those.
Maybe we need to talk to on a different channel on different frequency later and maybe try to set something up because there's about a half a dozen folks that have good stations that I think what you're implying would make sense.
Hello, 142. How you doing, Chris? CQDX 200 New York. CQDX 200 New York. We're trying. Oh well, anyway. How about a California? 200 New York. How you doing there, JY Crazy Boy 705? How you been? You're on 37? How about a Crazy Boy 705? How about a Crazy Boy 705? 200 New York. We waving at you. No, the Serial 5000 will out-talk the Wilson 5000. It's got a better gain the way it's designed and built. The Serial antenna is much better designed than the Wilson antenna. So Wilson antenna has no gain. The Serial has 3.15 dBi gain. So definitely gonna go with the Serial. CQDX 200 New York. How about a 268? How about a 268? You copy East Coast, New York, 200. We trying.
Now, I don't hear anybody talking, but anyway, that's what it's
CQDX, CQDX, 200, 200, New York. Yeah, you can still buy the Lincoln 2 Pluses. Yeah. Four, five, six. Thought they'd come back and make a contact. 200, New York. We listening. Yeah, it's a nice radio. 675, shipping included. It's available. What's that, Jim? The for Lincoln 2 Plus? I can order you one if you want one. Let me see what my distributor's got here. Hold on a second. Yeah, my distributor still has some. I'm just checking to see if they did or not. They do. So yeah, you can still get them. Your best bet is to get one brand new. That way you know what you've got, and other fingers ain't been into it. So that's up to you. But you want to buy a used one or whatever you want to do. But I'd go with a brand new is what I would do. Air chokes? I don't use air chokes. For a brand new Lincoln 2 Plus, you can get those for like right around $320 before shipping, before modification, all that good stuff. So, but yeah, if you want, you go right online and order one yourself, right from CB Radio World, probably. You can go from there. There's a few other places you go to, but my distributor, I can order you one. If you want to get out on your own, it's like $320 if you order online for yourself, plus your shipping and modification, line it to it, etc. That all be additional, but yeah. Had I had the chance to look at the President of Washington, I've got a couple of them here I've been looking at, but I haven't had a chance to really dive into those yet. Probably next week. Hello, Paul. How are you? Good to see you on. Yeah, they're on about $320. Right around like $319, $320. If you Google it, you'll find them. There's like $320 for a Lincoln 2 Plus. Yeah. Yeah, if you go to, I just did a Google search for you. If you go to CB World, if you go to CB World, you can still get the Lincoln 2 Pluses for $319. That's what they are. So yeah. What was that? Yeah, I'm still hanging around here. What's up, Jerry? The shortest is the best. So based on what you need, what you're going to use it for, etc., determines what you got to do. I mean, I've got some that are 2 foot lengths, 1 foot length. I've got some that are 5 foot length, 6 foot length, 4 foot length. Depends on what you need, where it's got to come from, where it's got to go to. That kind of determines a lot. Now, I did see once upon a time, and it just happened to hit me when I was thinking about this. Somebody years ago, it was a great idea. They actually took a strip bar, we'll say, for example, like a metal, some kind of metal bar stock, we'll say, and what they did was they had that going across the back portion of the bench. So all they needed was like maybe 2-3 feet in front of them, if that. Well, probably about 2 foot more likely. I think is what the guy was using. And so he just needed to plug it to the back of the radio when he was testing the radio on his bench. And what he did was he plugged mounted rather, I'm sorry. Gotta get my choice of words right. He mounted the SO239 to that flat bar stock. And so all he had was a jumper that threaded right into it. He used the PL259, plugged right into that SO239 bulkhead connector right to the your SO239 rather, right to the bar stock. And he had like a 2 foot jumper from that point going right to the bench. So it depends on what you need for your length. It kind of varies on your discretion. There's no specific number or calculation that says you have to have the increments of this, that, and the other. It's all based on what you feel you need at that point. And if it's too long, measure your loss. If it's too short, then don't worry about it, because obviously the shorter the better. How you doing, Bob? Good to see you on. Lincoln 2 Plus, they do about 65 watts, something like that, 55 to about 70. I've seen some do right around 65-ish, 60, 65 or so. But yeah, I mean, it all depends on how you set them up, really. But typically about like that, yeah. Yeah, in fact, I might be doing that this next couple of months here. I might be rearranging my bench a little bit. I think I'm going to put up a bar stock myself, a flat bar stock, and put my connectors right to there, and then just run a short jumper from the wall to the front bench. It's like 2 foot. That's all I really need. So I'm thinking about going that route. But I use RG400. I'm switching everything over to all of my stuff over to RG400 is what I'm switching all to had the least amount of loss with a military grade type coax, so that's what we're using here. But yeah, that's what I plan on doing. I'm going to do the same thing I saw years ago, and that worked out great, because when you go to ground the bar stock right to your rod in the ground outside, I mean, you can't. It's like perfect. You can't get any better than that, really, for connectivity. And so that's what I'm going to do. I just got to figure out how I'm going to go about doing this, because I got so many wires in the back of the bench. All my test equipment power cords coming down to the bar strip, so I got to figure all that out yet, but we're going to make it happen. Oh yes, yep, I see your photo. Yeah, go ahead.
And I'm not too sure what the other one is. Voltage was a little low on it, so I turned it off, but I don't know what the second one does.
That can either be for bridging or it can be for current. I don't know why they want to put it on for current, because whatever your voltage is, that's going to vary the current anyways based on what the draw is. Yeah, I don't know. Without seeing the schematic, I'm not quite sure what that would be. Is it a you got a variable control up front on that, or is it just all enclosed and the only adjustments are internal to the supply unit?
All the adjustments are internal with a little potentiometer on the board here. I can snap a couple of photos and send it to you. But right now I got the voltage turned up on it. 14 volts, 13.8. It's steady there. But I'm not too sure what the other one does.
Text me the make and model. I'll look it up, see if I can find a schematic onto it. If I can locate a print, then I'll be able to identify what that is in the circuit and why, where I see it located. But I'm going to say that's probably either for a bridge. And what that means is when you have well, I mean, it could be for current though. I mean, I have seen some where they've actually got it for both, for current. Do you have a current meter on that as well, or just a voltmeter, or no meter at all?
No meter at all. I'm going to snap you a couple of photos and send them to your phone.
Okay, yeah, and I don't think it'd be. I couldn't think of a current. That shouldn't be right, no. So it's got to be for some kind of a bridge inside part of what they've got to break down to a certain point. That from that point feeds back over to where you got your main adjustment for your output. So it's got to be some kind of like a bridge adjustment, they call it. I don't know. I didn't look at the schematic. I have to see what you got there. Identify that better. I'm not quite sure. Well, it's pretty well quiet out there, guys. I think we're all done with that. So, anyways, if anyone's interested, hey Ryan, how are you? If anyone's interested, there you have it. Kenwood 570D, fully mod, ready to go. $675, shipping included. If anybody's interested in a good talking radio, got your nice little stand right here. Got your carrying strap as well. Nice for a portable unit if anybody wants to use this for parts on the air. All that wonderful stuff. For sure. Okie dokie. Let's get this out of here. Clear off the bench. All right, anybody got any questions? All that good stuff. Alan, how are you? Good to see you on for sure. All right, Steve, take care. We'll catch you later. I tell you what, if you're gonna spend money on a Lincoln 2 Plus, if you don't have your heart set onto it, but you want a good radio that will sound and work just as good, if not better, I'd go with the Anytone Quad 5 Plus, really. That's what I would do. Paul says, do you by any chance have a 857D? Those are Yaesus. No, I do not. I try to stay away from those radios. I've had a few over the years because when the display starts going, you get those zebra lines. And so I try to stay away from the 857Ds. Now, the 890, is it 891? 897? One of those model numbers. That was the next improved version over the 857D, and they work really well. But no, I don't have any of those floating around here. The only thing I got available right now is the Kenwood 570D, and I'll have a Yaesu FT 980 available probably in a couple of weeks here. Just finishing up on a couple of things with that I'm having done, but otherwise that's pretty much we got it as far as the amateur equipment goes. Unless you want to buy something big, I got a Yaesu FTDX 5000. I've got one of those available. It does 200 watts with a built-in power supply. I tell you what, I do have a friend of mine who's got a Yaesu 1200 available, already good to go. I went through that radio. He's got everything that you need inside. He's got the Mars mod done, everything else. A Yaesu FTDX 1200. I don't know what he's asking on it, but I know he's got one available. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting tired here. Let's see what we got here. Dad off 665. How are you? Good evening to you. Yeah, those Quad 5 Pluses are really great radios. I don't care for the Quad 6s. Those are junk. I hate those radios. That's the worst thing they've ever made with those stupid Quad 6s. But the Quad 5 Pluses, much improved. Very good talking radios. Those are really nice radios for sure. Yeah. So, all right, guys. Well, anyways, it's been a great Saturday night. Just wanted to get out here, ride you, play, have a little bit of fun, and kind of burned down my Saturday evening for a little bit. Didn't really want to get involved with a whole lot of repairing. We're kind of playing around at the moment with a 148 GTL that's brand spanking new. Has a problem with the driver stage. The radio only gets a couple of watts out, and what we found was they had the wrong driver installed to begin with. They had a 2SC 2078 final. So what I'm thinking is somebody bought this radio brand new and then sent it back for whatever reason, but they had put the wrong final or the wrong driver. Why they even did that, I think maybe they had a high SWR, probably burned out the transistor, took it to a shop, and they put a 2078
Good time.
final into this thing, which that's not what you want to do. You want to put the proper one, which is a 2166. And so, for that reason, we changed it out, but we found that there's other issues in the bias stage we got to take and find out what's going on with this. So that's where we kind of left off at the moment with the radio here, you see. So got your driver in the back here. Let's shed some light on that. There you go. So there's your driver in the back. And so the final, I can adjust the final to 50 milliamps where it belongs. But I can't make any adjustment on the driver to get that to be at 25 milliamps. So the potentiometer is good. It's not shorted. I thought maybe it was a bad potentiometer. It's not. There's something else in this circuit going on that's stopping me from adjusting that bias lower than 130 milliamps. That's the lowest I can get it. This needs to be set at 25. So this circuit, something's wrong with that drive. It's pulling it down, so the final cannot amplify nothing out correctly, because this here final potentiometer is 50 milliamps. I've got that set. So the final section and out is good. It's back in the driver stage. Something back in here would not allow me to pull this down 25 milliamps. So I got to check back here and find out. The only thing that can be left would be the driver, but I put a good driver in there with an HFE of, what was that, 15, 18? It was very low HFE, which is what we want, below 50. So I know it's a good one. And so that did not fix it. So now I got to go next and check out and see if we've got a bad diode or if this cap is a problem. I got to see if that's in circuit to this or not. I didn't get that far yet because I had other people show up here and I had to stop what I was doing and take care of their stuff. So, But that's what we've got so far. Now, when you guys see this, let me point this out because this is very important. So this here, if you guys can take a look, that ain't gonna work. Hold on a second. I know what will work. This guy right here. Would you look at that? Oh, I love this camera. I can zoom right on in. Oh, my goodness gracious. Anyways, as you can see, with this here deal, that's a knockoff transistor to begin with. Okay? And you can identify that because of the size of the letter on the left-hand corner. When you have a transistor like this for the 2SC 2078s, this letter is much smaller, like about half the size. So when I saw what was in there, well, that's not even the right component. Took it out, and then we find this on here. I says, whoa, that's a knockoff transistor. So this is one of these eBay items that somebody had, and that was the difference of what they've got. The HFE on this one was what was that? 150 something? It was 150 something for the HFE. That's what that was. Let's see what we got here. Let's see, 10, 5, 75. Yeah, it should not be over 75 for the HFE. And the gain on this one here was 150 something. So that was clearly, let me double check. I know it was high, but let me double check it. I don't remember the numbers now. Give me 1 second. Let me put this connected to my transistor here. Tester.
I thought it was 54.
Yeah, 157. So that's 157 HFE. But the rest of it's okay. But 157 is very high. So some of those are between 50, 55, like the 2166s. But the 2078s, between 50 to 75, no more than 75 max on the data sheet. For your DC current gain, HFE is showing about 70. I shouldn't say 75, sorry, it's 70. At 10 volt off that transistor would be about 70. And if you're running about right around like 8 volt, between like 8, what this one takes, 8 volt transmit, then you should be roughly about 50, 55, no more than 60. But this one here is running 157, so this one's no good. So, yeah. So not only they had the wrong transistor in there, but they also had a that one there was no good. There's the problem. one of the problems, anyways. I haven't gone through to find the rest of it yet, but that was definitely a problem. Yeah, some of these they kind of vary. Some of these are no more than 50, 55, 54, like Jerry was mentioning a moment ago. But some of these are also up to 70. In this case, the 2078 is up to 70 max for HFE is what that is. So, but the 2166s are like 55 and less. So I'm going to give you another example. Like right here is a bad batch. Here's 151 on this transistor. Okay? That's this guy right here. That's this guy right here. And how do you know if it's a knockoff? Look at the size of that Motorola emblem, Mitsubishi emblem. You can tell by the size of this. The authentic transistors, these finals, those are much smaller. Here on the emblem, it's much smaller emblem. This one's too big. That's the first identification I noticed when I had gotten these transistors. So these have got to go back to the supplier because they didn't realize they must have got a bad batch, or maybe they were trying to, catch up on orders that they already had, and they just wanted to maybe get a quick sale somewhere. I have no idea, but this is definitely a knockoff transistor. There you go. You always want to look at this little emblem right here. That emblem would be a lot smaller, like half the size of this. If it's a smaller emblem, then just check your HFE and see what it is. But this one here is no good, which is why the HFE is so high. So this final would never work on this application for what we're doing for radios. That won't work. So I just want to kind of point that out. These ones should be less than 50. Yeah.
When you get a chance, you gotta go check out them birds.
What were they doing?
I put out the sound of the birds chirping on YouTube, and now they're flying around the cage and chirping and everything. So we found out how to train them.
Nice.
The only problem is they chirp too loud.
Well, that's
So
what
if I
birds
throw
do.
it through the wall, it's gonna be a problem.
Birds chirp quite loud. That's the nature of the bird. Chirp, chirp.
Also, apparently the store doesn't know what gender they are, so they can't even tell us that.
Well, that's very true, too.
So we don't even know what the heck we have.
Yeah.
Also,
Well, you'll find out if he gets some eggs in the bottom of the tray.
yeah, he's last. So I told him to come take it out at some point. Also,
The
make,
paper keeps trying to climb on the blue one.
make sure you don't make any plans next or this coming Saturday for customers to come down or nothing.
Yeah, I know.
Alright.
We got you covered.
Yeah.
What?
Me and Sean were reading the thing. You have to have like a little shellfish in the cage for them,
For what?
so they could bathe themselves inside.
Well, I suppose we have to go grab one tomorrow from Country Max. I guess.
Why can't I just take one out of covers?
I wouldn't do that right now. Let them get acclimated, adapted.
The green one keeps trying to climb on top of the blue one.
We were fine if you had anything. So if you get some eggs, you're gonna find out.
If I have baby birds, I'm gonna scream.
Well, I don't know. We don't know what we got. If it's male or female. So if you find out you got some baby chicks, you're gonna find out it's one of each. So anyway, so yeah, that's the deal with this guy here. Brand new 148 GTL. Just gotta go through and find out what the hell's going on with the bias. So that's my next step, is to figure out back in here what's happening with that, and then go from there. That's where I gotta go next. So yeah, the Washington and the Quad 6 are very similar. Yep. Well, I have no idea about the thickness of those. I have no idea on that, Jim. I'm not sure. Couldn't answer you on that. I don't know. I suppose before we shut this thing down for the night, let's see if we got any. Yeah, oh, by the way, I wanted to make an announcement too. So, what we're going to start doing probably on Saturday nights or Friday nights, maybe Friday nights. We're going to start doing a. They're going to be screened first as to who's calling. But we're going to do live call-ins if the guys want to do like when we're doing a rag shoe. It's just going to be like a live call-in type thing. If anybody has any questions, they can call in and ask questions, etc. Or they just want to call, say hello, and talk for a minute, that's fine too. But we're going to limit everybody no more than 2 minutes max per phone call. If you guys want to do any kind of live call-in on our feed here to ask questions, etc., whatever, that's fine. We're going to start doing those on a Friday night in the evening, probably like around, I don't know, 7 o'clock-ish, I'm thinking maybe, or maybe at the same time on a Saturday night. I haven't decided on that yet, but we're going to probably start doing that here soon. I'll let you know when. I haven't decided just yet, but I'm a very busy man, and I keep overextending myself way too much, but I'm just trying to find ways to keep people active, engaged, and learning the right material on radio communications. So we're going to start doing, for example, let's say we do a live, hot topic of, say, I don't know, like what's ham radio all about, for example. Okay, then we're going to have people with call-ins that want to ask questions about that topic. We might do, well, not might, we will do, for sure, many other topics, such as type of antenna, things about gain, radio information. We might do things about how to get a ham license, how to get a GMRS license, what's the best avenue to take to set up a portable antenna, right quick, fast, and hurry out there in the field, type thing. So whatever the topic is, anybody wants to do a call-in at that present time, you'll be limited no more than 2 minutes max, and it has to pertain to the topic in which we are live for. So I don't want anybody calling in and asking about, hey, I got this for repair. You can call me after the video is done, or send me an email or text message or whatever. If you got anything about repairs, we can discuss that afterwards. I want to keep the live topics based on the topics itself. I don't want to go out there left field, so please be respectful when we do our live topics. We'll probably do like a Saturday night more likely instead of a Friday. Weekends seem to be a little bit easier. So what we'll do is we'll pick a topic. That's what's going to be about. And we'll post it during the week at some point in time, like Thursday or Friday night. We'll post it so people can kind of see what the topic is going to be. I'll post it on my YouTube channel under community post, and then you'll be able to kind of see this, that, and the other, do your research, ask questions, etc. And then we'll take live phone calls in and go from there. So please pay attention to the video as we're live, because I know some people have delay on their end. So I don't want people calling left and right, back to back. It's going to happen regardless. But when we take callers, what we're going to do is have a rollback effect to where you can either text first, say, hey, call me when you're done with the next phone call, or I can just do something on the basis of when as soon as I get done, then I'll just say, okay, next caller, call in, type thing. So we'll figure it out. But that's what we're going to do. So if anybody wants to go live with me and share information, please do so. And we are also going to have some guests available as well on a three-way setup here. We're trying to get that all figured out to where we can have some guests added onto the channel, so we can have everybody, if they want to ask questions to that person as well, anything pertaining to whatever the topic may be about. We're working out something in the process of, rather, I shouldn't say working out because we're still kind of in the process of, but we're getting close to working things out to where we will have people from engineers from other departments, different companies who sell equipment, amateur equipment, etc. We'll have them on the air live to take on questions for any kind of new product that's on the market, etc. So we're going to be more involved as to that with the community, so people can kind of get more of an idea of what's happening with what's new on the market, or if you got questions about something you're looking at but you're not quite sure. We're going to have engineers, going to have sales, going to have all kinds of things going on. We have people in many high places, such as DS Engineering, HRO. We've got some other places we're going to call as well, have them on the air with us. So we've got about 4 different places right now, besides the ones I've mentioned, who are already on par. But I want to double check a few things first and find out schedules, when they can do this. Here's what we got going on, to see if they are okay with that. If so, then we can move forward, and we'll take we'll be doing like live interviews, etc., all that wonderful stuff, and just stuff in general. Basically, I'll have somebody on here as a guest in my feed to discuss whatever's going on as far as, like I said, new antennas, new radios, new coax, maybe crimp connector type styles, whatever's changed in the market, anything that's been improved, technical aspects as to, okay, this radio just came out and now we got a new version because of these reasons, etc. So we're going to have a lot of things we're going to be kind of diving into here at the DX Radio Shop. So buckle up, because it's going to be a hell of a ride this year. We got a lot more going on besides just repairs. I know I take on way too much, but it's my job to keep the public encouraged, educated, and get you in the right direction. Remember, don't buy an airplane you can't fly. Baby steps, don't dive in too deep. And learn as you go, but learn it the right way. Hello, Standing Stone. How are you? Good to see you, my friend. So, all right, guys. Anyways, anyone's got any questions, put them in the comments below. And if anybody's interested in that Kenwood 570D we had on for a long time tonight, making contacts with, $675, shipping included, with a stock mic and a power cord, fully mod, ready to go. As far as the Mars mod, it's got full band operation with that, and it's already been aligned, tuned, ready to go out the door. As you can see, she's working great. So if you guys get the chance to check out that earlier on in this video, for the ones who are just jumping on board now, we were testing that on the air, had a great time with it. So hello, Federico, how are you? And so yeah, I mean, outside of it, that's pretty much what we got going on, no doubt. What did Jim say? Oh, yeah, I'm not sure on that, Jim, about the thinness or thickness of the radio. I mean, if you're referring to, like, okay, like the Pro 5XL, so if you're referring to like a physical dimension of the oversized radio itself, the Lincoln 2 Plus, if you go for one of those, you're probably going to be, I don't know, take 2 of those 520s, stack them on top of each other, and then take 2 more, stack them on top of each other, but then cut those second 2 in half. So it's like kind of like 2 1/2 that are stacked, we'll say. And so that's about where you're looking with a Lincoln 2 Plus. They're not much bigger. I mean, it's going to be at least probably, like I said, 1.5 times the size, if not maybe 2 size. Well, let's see. If you stack those, I shouldn't say stack those, no, because then that'd be taller. Yeah, so as far as height-wise, maybe a 1/2 inch more out of it, 3/4 of an inch. But as far as overall size, you're probably going to be at least 2 of those. I would say, or 1.5 of those side by side, something like that. So it's not much bigger, but it's a little bit bigger than the 520s. So have a good night, Matt. We'll catch you. All right, guys. Take care. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe, everybody. And Daryl, I don't know if you're still on. If you want to give me a call tonight, feel free to do so. If not, we'll chat with you tomorrow or whenever you do call. And everyone keep safe down in his neck of the woods as well. I know he's had an ice storm pass through, and they're fighting with keeping electric on this end and the other, so hopefully things go better for him as well. But we're not quite sure with that. So let's see. How tall in reference? Okay, so as far as the reference goes, I would say maybe 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, maybe. Let me think about that. Let me see here. You got, I'd say about a 1/2 inch, maybe 1/2 inch, about 3/4 of an inch. I would say a little bit taller. So yeah, I suppose. Oh, if you had a 520, Unit Pro 520 on your table, and you took another one and stacked it on top, I would think that'd be about pretty close. Yeah, I would say. Yeah, so probably two of those stacked would be pretty close to the height of a Lincoln 2 Plus. I would think that'd be pretty close. Yep. So, but all right, guys, everyone, like, share, subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and I will see you soon here at the DX Radio Shop. Everyone, take care. Have a great, blessed weekend.